I'm here to tell you that sea salt is not good for you. I know. Everybody out there is on the bandwagon. Sea salt's the best thing for you. It's loaded with minerals. We can pull all those minerals in. It helps dilate our blood vessels, makes us have energy, makes us feel good. What if I told you short-term effects? And the long-term effects of using sea salt can actually lead to high blood pressure, hemorrhoids, diverticulitis, cholesterol deposits. Well, how is that the case? I mean, everybody's saying, oh, sea salt's got all these minerals in it and it's helping us. I follow a man called Dr. Kerry Reams, and he figured out in the 1950s, 1940s, 1960s already that sea salt was not good for us. Sea salt of any kind, whether it be a pink Himalayan salt, which kind of looks like this, Celtic salt, real salt, Redmond salt, real salt, all of those are names for a type of sea salt. But what that means is this: those salts are so concentrated. Some of those salts actually contain up to 7 different kinds of salt. And when we ingest them in, our body's like, whoa, I don't know what to do with it. It's too concentrated. I can't break it down. And no, I'm not really breaking down the minerals that are in that salt hardly at all. But the salts are so concentrated that our body is starting to store those salts in our tissues all over our body. Too much salt, what does it do? Leads to inflammation. You notice that your rings don't fit as well as they used to. You're starting to hold on to fluid. But it's more than that, okay? It actually starts leading to cholesterol being deposited. When you start using sea salts of any kind, remember, sea salts also contain a lot of electrolytes. That's why people say they're good for you. The problem is they're too concentrated, so we're storing all those electrolytes in our tissues, and our body doesn't know what to do with them because they're too concentrated. So that means the electricity in our system is going up. We are an electrical being. Our nerves, everything communicate via electrical impulses. Well, if the electrolytes are up too high, that means the electricity is going to go up. The amperage is going to go up. So let's use an analogy here. Let's say I had a toaster, and I took that toaster and I plugged it into a 220 volt outlet wall. And I know you can't, wrong plug, but let's say you could. That toaster would blow up. It's too much electricity, can't handle it. The more that we start storing these salts in our tissues, the higher the voltage goes in our body. Higher the voltage, the more electricity. What happens is all the arteries and veins start frying of the high electricity. So what does the body do? It sends out cholesterol. Cholesterol is actually a repair mechanism. So it sends out the cholesterol, repairs, puts a patch on it. Then we fry another piece of the artery or vein, more cholesterol. And you get the idea. We start depositing more and more and more cholesterol just from eating the sea salt. Yeah, I know. Nobody ever told us that. And I'm going to tell you guys, I know it for a fact because I do RBTI. It's urine and saliva analysis. I can see when people are holding on to too many salts. And usually when they are, it's because they're using sea salt. I used to use sea salt, pink Himalayan salt. I even put it in my water because that's what everybody said. Put it in your water. You're going to get all those minerals in your water. And I noticed my blood pressure started to go up. And I thought, okay, that's normal. Everyone in my family has high blood pressure. They're all on high blood pressure meds. And I thought I was just destined to be in the same direction. Well, I quit doing that. And I started drinking steam distilled water. Watch my next video. I'm going to talk about steam distilled water. And you know what? My blood pressure went down. Yeah, it went down. Blood pressure's normal. And I'm bucking the odds because everybody in my family, ancestors, oh, high blood pressure. It's more diet, guys. Diet controls more than anything. Now, what also happens from sea salts is it kind of messes the zinc and copper balance in the body, and soft tissues lose their elasticity. Hence, that's why cholesterol deposits and then the arteries and veins cannot adjust for the blood pressure. But it's not only in our arteries and veins, it's every soft tissue. That's why it can lead to hemorrhoids, diverticulitis, varicose veins, and so on and so on. So, what kind of salt should you use? Well, plain old kosher salt. Kosher salt, the crystal structure is a little bit different than in the other salts. So it actually contains less sodium than regular salt. So use kosher salt, your body will like it. And guys, be mindful, salt does lead to high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues. So be mindful of how much you are using. Your body will appreciate it. So use kosher salt, and I'm telling you, ditch all the sea salts. I don't use them anymore. They're great to take a bath in, but not to ingest orally. Hope this helps.